Hey guys, this is Luke from the Scoundrels Cantina, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars MOC review. And in this video, I'll be reviewing my Battle of Scarif MOC, which is based off of the amazing Rogue One: A Star Wars Story movie. Specifically, what I made here is the final battle when the rebels are stealing the Death Star plant. As you can see, it's not a very big MOC, and the reason for that is that I have a pretty limited supply of LEGO, because most of it has already been used on my other MOCs, which you can all check out because I did reviews on all of it. Anyway, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, be sure to check out this video in which we explain our views on Star Wars. The links will be in the description down below. Anyway, I'll be briefly going over the minifigs that I used here and then get into the MOC itself. The first two minifigs are two regular battle damage Stormtroopers, which are from the Battlefront Imperial Battle Pack. The number of that set is 75134, and at first they came with jetpacks, but I removed them because I wanted simple battle damage Stormtroopers. Next off, we have two regular Stormtroopers without battle damage and two Death Troopers, which are from the Rogue One Imperial Battle Pack, whose number is 75165, and they really are an awesome addition to this MOC and kind of a must-have if you're making Scarif. Another must-have are these four Rebel Troopers who are from the Rogue One Rebel Battle Pack, whose number is 75164, which came alongside the Imperial Battle Pack that I just mentioned. Also, if you want to, you can check out all of these sets that are being mentioned with the minifigs, because I did a review on all of them. Now we have two regular Shore Troopers, Cassian Endor and a modified Jyn Erso, who are from the Battle of Scarif set, whose number is 75171, although basically only Jyn's hairpiece is from that set, and the rest of her is taken from the U-Wing Starfighter set. Next off is Baze Malbus and the Black Rebel Trooper who was actually the Sergeant in the movie. Now both of these guys are from the AT-ST Walker set, whose number is 75153. Up next is my favorite character from Rogue One, and that is Chirrut Imwe, who is from the Imperial Hover Tank set, whose number is 75152. A Battle of Scarif MOC is basically nothing without Chirrut. Now we have Bistan and two Green Rebel Troopers, who are from the U-Wing Starfighter set, whose number is 75155. It is a real shame that I didn't have enough pieces to make this much bigger, because I would have loved to put in a U-Wing gunship to this MOC. Next up is a Shore Trooper Captain and a Grey Rebel Trooper, both of whom are from the TIE Striker set, whose number is 75154. Now here is an Imperial Astromech droid, which is from the 2012 version of the TIE Fighter, whose number is 9492. He is on Scarif just for extra details. The last minifigs used for Scarif are all from Krennic's Shuttle set, whose number is 75156, and here we have of course director Orson Krennic, who has that awesome line which didn't end up in the movie.
The power that we are dealing with here is immeasurable.
Next up is K2SO, Bodhi Rook, Pow the Rebel with the huge mouth, and the two Death Troopers who are different from the ones in the Battle Pack. Now let's finally get into the MOC itself. Anyway, starting off with the entrance to the facility, we have Director Krennic giving orders to some Shore Troopers, and of course the Death Troopers. As you can see, I wasn't trying to be too accurate to the movie here, I just wanted to fit in as much as possible to this MOC. Here is the landing pad from another angle, and as I mentioned in my Battle of Scarif set review, I was gonna upgrade it, so this MOC is the upgrade I was talking about. I prolonged the platform for 4 studs, so it's a bit bigger, and the same goes for the entrance, which is, I think, 2 studs longer. All of the features have been removed here because it's made just for looks, and I tried to divide the colors from dark grey to light grey in a good looking way. I also added a crate there for extra details and a thermal detonator right next to it. This part here is the switch that had a pivotal role in the movie, but I just put Bodhi Rook with it because I really wanted to use Chirrut for something else. And also I changed the switch to only dark grey pieces so it's not too colourful. On the corner is Baze Malbus simply firing at the Shore Troopers as he did in the movie. I can still remember him dropping tons of them with his big ass gun. Not far from Baze is Chirrut fighting against some Stormtroopers which are coming from the jungle part of Scarif. I put him in a pose so that he looks like he's kicking some Stormtrooper ass, as he also did in the movie. Now this is what it looks like from the backside, and as you can see, I used some rock details, as well as a few grass pieces which I could spare, and of course the palm tree, because this is, after all, Scarif. Anyway, I used 2 sand base plates for this MOC, and those plates on the sides here, as you can see, are holding them together, as well as the landing platform, which has sturdy constructs underneath it, which are not really visible. On the other side of the MOC, I put in a bit of water details with blue clear pieces that I could spare. It's not too much, but I'm very happy with it. And also I added some dark beige pieces so that it looks like the sand right here is wet, and also a crab for extra details. Now this dark grey part is pretty accurate to the movie, and I have no idea what it actually is, although it suits the environment very well and it is a great addition to the MOC. The only con to it is that it should be like 2 times bigger than what I actually made it to be. On the side of it, I just added another thermal detonator because the rebels basically planted them everywhere in the movie. This here is the cargo area where the rebels planted their traps, so I took one of the orange crates from the Imperial hover tank set and the other one from the Battle of Scarif set. I also added a few rebel troopers taking cover fire and planting the explosives. Next to them is Pal having his war cry behind a custom-made Imperial crate and 2 smaller ones. And as you can see, I added an Imperial Astromech droid trying to run away from the conflict. This is what it looks like from another angle, and I'm very happy how it all turned out. I kept a lot of features from the actual Scarif set, like the antenna details, olive green plants and sand-colored slopes coming off of the landing pad. In the corner there, I put Biston coming out of the jungle with another green rebel trooper, while all around them there are a ton of plants with a few added kyber crystals just because of reasons. I wanted to put more plants, but this was as much as I could spare because this MOC is here to stay in my LEGO collection. Right next to the bunker, I put in a few rebels hiding behind the leaves and the antenna, looking for an opening for their upcoming attack.
Light it up.
Anyway, this is what the MOC looks like from the back, and I also added a scene from the movie inside the Scarif facility with Jyn, Cassian and K2SO. It's not really visible when it's on display, but it's all the more precious when you simply know that there is something on the other side that looks good and is an iconic scene. Anyway, I put K2SO at the control panel while Jyn is holding the plans to the Death Star, and Cassian is simply just there because the scene requires him to be. If you want to see how the Death Star plans were really stolen, be sure to check out our video on that, the link will be in the description down below. Anyway guys, this is it on the MOC review, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to check out our other videos and subscribe. The links to the playlist for my other MOC reviews will be in the description down below, as well as the playlist to my set reviews and custom minifigure builds. Before I end this video, be sure to check out my room tour video in which you can see my whole LEGO Star Wars collection, and after you watch it, tell me in the comments down below what you want me to review next. The link for it is also in the description, and I hope you enjoy the slideshow now at the end. Anyway, remember guys, God is awesome, may the Force be with you always, and we'll see you in another video. You Rebel Scum. Have an awesome day, bye bye.